second season, and I've seen all of the first season, first 8 episodes of the second season, and they're amazing. But when I told people about the show, and I'm sure you guys get this a lot, they always say, "Oh, based on the movie, is it just like the movie?" So how did it start? How did you first end up on the project for all 3 of you guys?
Well, I guess I'll jump in there. I co-created the show with a gentleman named Travis Fickett. We had written another time travel pilot called Splinter, which ended up in the hands of Atlas, who made the original 12 Monkeys movie. And they had been trying to turn 12 Monkeys into a show and hadn't quite cracked it. And they brought us in and they said, "I'm a massive fan of the original, like a crazy fan." And so was Travis, and they were like, would you turn this into 12 Monkeys? And we were like, "Oh, good God, no, we can't do that. It's perfect." And probably, we felt the same way that a lot of fans would feel about a reboot. And then we walked away. Aside from the amazing opportunity of having that name and legacy as part of it, we actually looked at it and it was like, what an incredible world to open up. And if you could broaden the scope beyond just the play and deepen these characters and have new characters, it could be a really great opportunity for a big serialized, gritty time travel show. Not in the way that Doctor Who has done, but in a different kind of way and closer to the Battlestar world. So we got really excited. And then really it came down to how much Terry Gilliam do we put into the film? Into the television series. And we just felt like it would be insulting to the original to try and crib that. That would be disrespectful. And I think a lot of people turned it on maybe expecting to see that surreal thing, but it seemed like not the right thing for us. We had to be our own thing.
Yeah.
I'm curious to hear from you guys as well. Did you have any apprehension coming on the project at first, knowing it was based on the movie, or did you read the script and know, I want in?
There's always a little apprehension whenever you reboot something like this, which is, a sacred property to a lot of people. I was a big fan of the movie. And I know Terry from another show that I was on called Nikita.
Oh, yeah.
Great show. Thanks, Wanda One Guy. And we got along really well, and he always wrote for me. And when I heard he was doing 12 Monkeys, I kept pestering him for details just from a fan perspective, and was really, really surprised when he wanted me to come in and read for James Cole, because obviously this is the role that was played by Bruce Willis, so I was not the first person on my own mind.
You don't get Bruce Willis a lot?
Occasionally, yes. And Terry told me, we have a very different vision for this version of it, and we want that to be reflected in the casting. And you can see that with both Amanda and Emily Hampshire, who took over for the Brad Pitt role.
Yeah.
And I think it was a great choice. It was like he said, it gives our show a chance to really stand on its own and be its own thing.
Amanda, what about for you? What was it like joining the show?
I too was a fan of the original of the film, but I think that the script, from the pilot script onward, it is very different from the film. We have a lot of the original mythology, and then their imaginations go down this rabbit hole, and we have the luxury of time. And so the original first script I knew was on a path of its own. And it is, like Aaron said, intimidating to take on something that people feel passionately about and obviously have very strong opinions about, but none of us at any point ever tried to mimic or to replicate the performances, the characters. The characters they've created are very different from the original characters. And as Aaron said, right down to the casting. But I think it was exciting just based on who this woman was for me to try to